has the enviable talent of being able to sleep anywhere. He once fell asleep on a cable car and only woke up after he'd already gone up the mountain. We booked this cabin because it's centrally located, easy to duck in whenever. Of course, the fact that it's a first-class cabin with a huge bathroom and shower had... As soon as I've swapped the jewels, I'll treat myself to a hot... Okay then. I am Patricia. It happened pretty fast between us. Birds of a feather flock to, and he can be... Daddy wasn't at all amused when I brought, but I don't think he'd have been satisfied. I don't like wearing hats, and I have to admit that the day in London when we shopped for Patricia Mayers was a... Normally I don't carry so many things around, but it would have been suspicious if I'd come aboard with nothing. I got this necklace from my father. It's supposed... If all you've got is this penny, as well as family and friends, I'll take it with me. I always try to carry as few. If my things were ever searched, they won't reveal. The poster proudly announces the ship's first Atlantic crossing. The city of New York welcomes the silhouette of New York and of a ship, but not of this one. They probably use the same template. Looks pretty official, with a coat of arms, flags.
Bravo! Bravissimo! Fantastico! Ha ha!
Would it be okay for you if I get some fresh air up on deck?
Of course, my dear. Give my regards to the sea.
Wooden's just small enough to carry. A wonderful...
I wouldn't have expected you to be a
Because I'm American.
Because you're young.
Are you easily prejudiced?
In my
Oh,
but
you... You know...
I do is that if I'm...
Miss...
I'm just... You have...
Hold your tongue, Mr. Kreutzer.
Or did you have your eye on...
Jezebel. Mr. Kreutzer.
That's free.
You and...
Not really. But parasites who cling to the rich and the young. Miss... The ladies didn't for my... But my... The worst.
May I...
You may.
Very fine handiwork. The model maker even wrote the name of the ship on the tiny life preserver. But the winter... Maybe one of the crew whiled away the long... Only someone with a lot of time. The only regular event seems to be judging from... Several journals. The unique masterpieces. No time for reading. I have to find this.
Come in. How can I help?
Are you the ship? You see, because you've got a uniform.
Well spotted, young lady.
What are the other...
Listen, young lady, today is my first day, and it is going...
You do seem a little stressed.
You're right.
But you... Maybe I'll come back. We briefly discussed whether we should try the lack of escape routes and the 10-centimeter thick door to the safe. Legrand is an important part of our plan, but there's still a lot to do.
I'm sure I could stand if you told me. You're just getting in my way. I'll wait at the... Yes, yes. Oh, Miss...
Mayor,
Can I...
no. That was... A handsome man and a talent. Hello, Mr.
Do you want to have a go at me, like the old...
I just want...
No.
I just...
Really? No, she didn't. Although she read...
You...
I don't know what...
Her? You're so talented.
Fate, perhaps. My parents opened every door for me and my sister, and...
Over-ambitious parent.
No. I loved to play the violin. I thought I would, but...
What happened?
In a more dramatic story, I'd say that I broke my hand just or that I was rejected because of my nationality or my name, or that I practiced like mad. The right became to be too... If I... Though... My...
And... What...
Is my...
You can't...
With my father's pistol. It...
Don't you think you can...
No.
I don't know.
Thank...
Goodbye. I hope tomorrow I'll have a chance to sunbathe. A deck chair in the sunshine on a... But I have to... He's sweating profusely. Burst capillaries and a sweet odor. I hope the crew doesn't take the captain for a role model, and that they stay sober for the rest of the trip. Practicality was definitely played. I guess the Lydia regularly docks at harbours that, and rather than make the passengers climb ladders,
I went the wrong way. Oh, I'll go eavesdrop on the lovely couple.
this should be the entrance to... Boo, curling, shuffleboard, all the same. The two of them seem to be in a private when Adil and I were following the professor in London, I was disguised. But that does... Two handsome sailors are standing at the... Good thing they're busy. I can have a look. If someone leaves the bridge, I'll pretend. And if that doesn't work, I'll just... No idea what kind of flag this is. It's about 80 centimeters long and... Yes, it's sturdy. A classic. The thief enters through the ventilation shaft. No, it can't. I could tie the bath towel around the... Sounds like a plan. I could jam the penny in and make a kind of... That's it. I just hope that this is the right shot. I'm not squeamish, but if there's a rat waiting for me...
Ah, Jakob. Fine. I'll have them arrest you and...
Can I be of assistance?
Yeah.
Shall I?
No.
Excellent. The coast is... The mannequin could probably wear my clothes. It'd disappear under the Baron. As a child, I often... when I... It seems like she was Sir Jakob Aust. Now we got our hands on the list of passengers. Hundreds of black... The Baroness wrote something down and took the slip... No, Inch said he hid the eye in the Baroness's luggage, which makes sense. He can't be certain that he'll have the... No, the Baroness and Inch are... far too... But Inch said... Not even a deer would believe that this painting was new. He was interested in art when we first... It's the only way to distinguish an original. I don't care who painted it as long... A perspective... I'd prefer to lock the door, but it's important not to leave a trace. Inch, absolutely. I must hurry. Impressive for a quick drink on the go. A suitable glass for every occasion. The Baroness probably disregards style and etiquette. More bottles. Napkins and corkscrew, gin, whiskey, liqueur, sherry, vodka, brandy. I wonder what the Baroness is running away. What's that? Aha. Nefertiti, Guernica, A.D., Buonarroti's Adam. This could be a memory aid for the Baroness. And it would explain how Inch discovered the combination. I'm going to copy the hints. As I see it, I have to decipher these clues to find 3 of the symbols. Then I can guess the 4th. Well, Nefertiti was an Egyptian queen. The monogram and the 2 other clues aren't much... I've copied the... Maybe someone on board can help me to figure out at least 3 of the 4... To me, it looks like a combination. The door only opens when the right... There are outlines of animals. A dog, a cat, a bear, and a rooster, amongst others. 8 symbols per cylinder. If only I knew. But whilst I don't know at least 3 of them, I'd put money on the eye of the Sphinx being behind this door. I don't think anyone would bet against me. The door is locked. I'd better leave the cabin as I entered it. That was close. Maybe it was a steward who checked. Whoever it was, I should leave it. What on earth? I don't like that. Is someone else? But even if that is the case, what? I can't let it get to me. It seems like Dr. Gebhardt was able to wrestle himself away from his work. And why won't he... Doctor, getting some fresh air.
Oh, you...
Do you know...
there is a
Really?
No,
Does Guernica mean anything to you?
Now listen, young lady, I do not know what they told you, but just because I am German, I am not responsible for...
Crimes.
We obeyed orders. Just...
Do you know what the monogram...
What?
A capital A with a small...
Yes, I do. Will...
You know?
It is not just any monogram. It is the first. Albrecht Dürer, a German artist. He was the first artist to sign all of his work with a monogram. It was not common to do so before.
Are you sure?
His wooden engravings were, and still are, printed
Billions of times.
Not at all. His work...
And what?
That's enough. I told you what you wanted to know.
Dr. Gebhardt.
Here?
Buonarroti.
No idea.
But...
Try your luck somewhere else.
I ought to be going.
Thank God.
Maybe... Indeed. An article about the different works of art and how they survived the Second World War. And there's... The unique Egyptian work of art was... Second World War... Prevented from shipping the bus to the United... Very glad... Blah, blah, blah... Okay. So the... Berlin... There's a bear on Berlin's Nefertiti. I have to find out where the other works of art are located and which animals are associated with those. Now I know what to look for. He's sweating profusely. Burst capillaries. I hope the crew doesn't take the captain for a role model. Hello, Captain DeCanti.
Miss Brown.
I was in my cabin. I didn't feel very well.
Oh,
Lovely.
you when I let them.
Where's
Her father. She
I know.
don't.
Did
Yes.
and
After
all
that,
and
yeah, but didn't.
is it you
Oh,
aren't
you.
if you
I'm don't
oh
forget
there's
that they
don't Captain
Yes.
Guernica. This
Not a harbor.
do you know Al?
Yes. An artist.
For example,
For one, him.
that's a,
You can say that again.
what else can you tell?
I once overheard an argument on board between a German and a Spaniard about who elevated the wood. Eventually, they realized
Albrecht Dürer is
that's right.
Buonarroti.
Buonarroti is the name of the greatest artist of all time. We just imagine one man, and his David is the most famous statue in the world.
And as a painter,
The creation of Adam. The spark of life leaps from God to Adam.
yes, does Vatican City have an
No.
and
Every pope has his own emblem.
you don't seem to
It's too early to say. But who's fit to hold a candle to John the 23rd? Il Papa Buono, as we used to.
he just died recently. What
He was a lion, and so was his herald.
for a Catholic, Buonarroti's Adam could be a mnemonic for the lion. Pope John 23rd was elected in the Sistine Chapel like every I'm gonna go have a look around.
All right.
The Baroness seems to have a reason to celebrate. The less I have to do with her, the better. Best, although, based on her out... Lady, what
Yes.
does...
Do you usually
I...
pick up a...
Are you...
Not really.
So...
Just because I'm not interested in
What can you...
books, in them, you'll find...
I bet you don't know anything about...
Ah, you want to appeal to my honor.
May I...
You may.
Dr.
Here
I was talking...
I am.
Why? I am...
What?
I ought to...
Thank.
Adil,
In the shower.
I found the secret...
Oh, brilliant.
I'm working... Adil,
Yes?
I almost got...
What happened?
I don't know. A man came in and...
Maybe it was a steward who came.
and turn on a tape.
Huh. Maybe it was in.
There was nothing on the tape. It was...
Don't bother.
I don't think you... The secret compartment is...
Is there any...
Not without leaving evidence.
Huh.
A memory aid consisting of several works of art.
Huh. The works of...
You don't say... I've already got... About the
Yes?
Guernica.
Yes, it's a city in the Basque.
Does it have a heraldic animal?
I don't know. I've never been there. I just know it because the city was bombed by the Nazis.
Nazis?
Oh, not at the request of General Franco. His friends from Germany, Picasso immortalized the bombing in his film.
Really?
Silly. As long as Franco is in charge.
Where is...
Oh, no idea. Paris, maybe?
Albert...
What about...
What's his most...
Hard to say. He did a lot.
The Baroness left his monogram as a hint, not the name of one of his artworks. So then...
Not to my knowledge.
And that...
Himself. He made...
That's it. The art...
Sounds... His most famous self-portrait is in the Prado in Madrid.
Does Madrid have some...
Sure, it's a bear. It's on the coat of arms, and...
A bear again?
Why not? The same numbers appear more than once on...
The bear then. That's it! But I could try to find the fourth...
I'll be go. Don't waste all the...
Never.
Yes.
It must be exciting.
I stay away as far... But that his...
Well, didn't...
Yes, he bequeathed it.
And...
Yes.
Have you...
For the love of God, what would I do there? We have the original York.
So...
No. Probably an eagle.
May I?
You may.
Okay. The coat of arms of New York City is... There's the obligatory eagle. That can't be it, since there's... But look here. How cute. Guernica equals New York equals beaver. All four symbols. Now, I need to get back to the Baroness's cabin. A deal?
Yes?
I've got the combination.
Ha!
I'm going to steal the eye now. When I come back, we...
Hooray.
I'll be going. Don't waste all...
Never.
Baroness von Tribbets? Are you okay? Hello? Baroness? Hello?
A deal.
What happened?
The Baroness. Blood everywhere.
But who?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
Don't move. Zellner, we've got our shadow.
I do nothing.
Sure you are. What are you doing?
Just fresh air.
Sure. You just wanted to get a... Zellner, look who we have.
Well, if that's not our
And our stuff.
Were you recently
He claims to be part of the crew.
Oh, sure. And you...
The Baroness won't open it. Understood. Take him to the... We'll talk later.
What is? Did nothing.
Inspector Legrand thinks otherwise. Move!
But I have... Gunshot!
I know that! Get moving! Into the cell!
Ah! Hello? It wasn't my...
What? That you were walking around the ship? That you let them... You endangered...
I didn't kill anyone. They arrested me purely by... I mean, someone was killed. Why won't you answer?
I'm having a conversation.
What happened?
The Baroness did know. If it were up to me, she'd have had it. Instead, someone shot.
What are we calling?
No. Mr. X is ready, and as her surviving representative, I should be able to move about freely in the museum. The old hag's dead.
How did you get it?
I'm more than capable of finding... Indeed, it was child's play. It's not as though I...
So, what do we do now?
Swim.
So, I stay here.
They'll arrest you in Cairo and question you about the murder.
And if we find the murderer, then they...
Oh, I'm one... Nervous? I would be if I were you. This Zellner chap wasn't part of the plan.
He's groping about in the dark. Legrand is the...
Still, I'm going to take him out.
How?
Dr. Gebhardt killed the Baroness. A clever old man, but not clever.
So you just have to tip Legrand off, and then...
That's what I thought at first, but then I thought I'd put Zellner on the He'll drive Gebhardt into a corner, and when he lashes out in desperation, he might hit.
You can't do that. The old fella's...
And so...
Inch. Enough blood at... Inch. Damn! I guess this cage is some kind of... It's not the most impregnable prison in the world, but... I didn't sleep a wink last night. All I could think of was Alex. It's terrible. Ugh, they're really spoiling me with this cup of metallic-tasting water. If I... Huh. Lock looks pretty modern. Needs a small key. Like everything else on this ship, the bars, but they're still much too strong for me to kick. Someone should move that board before the nail gets stepped on. The blanket got caught on the nail. A board and a... I think it's working. Huh. I'll hang it back on the frame, and if I'm lucky... As soon as Constable Zellner and Inspector Legrand are out of danger, they'll arrest the good doctor, and hopefully they'll... Fire still poses a great threat to ships. There are fire alarms, extinct... These hoses are pretty versatile. They'll do at a pinch if you can't smuggle climbing ropes into the building. Before I went to London to become Inch's protege, Alex and I, it was a wonderful week. And on the cliffs near Toulon... but there's nothing in the car that might help me. Alex is playing her role... I assume that Deputy Oliver is still standing guard. This? Whoa, everything's a bit bigger and heavier on a ship. Huh. A ring set into the floor. You could attach ropes or... It's set into the floor to keep... The crane is removing cargo from A... A grate. Sunlight's shining through it. And above it, a bent pipe. This could be my... The bars are welded at 4 points, and unfortunately... attached the... I tied the... Here goes nothing. With luck, I'll be able to warn the others about the doc... No! Hey, you all right? That bastard didn't inject the fatal dose. You'll be back on your feet soon enough.
But...
Better take it easy while I... Oh, no! I'll be right back.
Why? Stay there.
Just relax.
Why can't you just leave me alone?
What old...
I am a decent man. She betrayed me. It was her fault.
Are you talking of...
She was her sister. I loved her. With all, they were Jewish, you know? But I was a party member. And
you risked...
He was... They just...
What did you...
There are Jews hiding in the basement of the Waldhof. Armed Jews.
Come down from...
Why?
I'm not gonna kill...
Or pack me off to an Egyptian prison? Or an Israeli prison?
What do you expect?
I am a gentleman.
She didn't love you, and was...
It was her fault. She shouldn't have cheated on me. I saved...
And then you threw it all away and became...
I am not.
Yeah, well, the dead Baroness in the ship's hold proves the opposite.
I had never met her. Back in East Prussia, she was the older sister, the smart sister. She studied art history in New York. Tried to get her family. I was...
You say you...
They were sick. I protect...
You didn't let...
She said...
The Baron...
She couldn't... And then...
So...
I didn't want that. Why?
All right.
No.
Why do you want...
Isn't it obvious? He can't bear his false, hollow luck.
Who are you?
A man who understands etiquette and honor, and yet is nothing but a coward who, because of...
Don't come any...
The Baroness held a mirror up to you, didn't she, Doctor? So you smashed the mirror.
No.
A skull with
Stop it.
Oh, dear, you really... I almost... And you? Aren't you supposed to follow orders?
I won't...
That wasn't...
I'm sorry. I'm your man.
Are you...
I am indeed, but I don't want...
The same old... You want success, but you don't want to...
Isn't the Raven famous?
I do.
No!
What is it that...
Inch?
I'm just lending a friendly hand. He's a coward. Come on now,
You are the Baron. I did...
Oh, nonsense. Forgive if you don't mind.
There must be another solution.
Why are you...
Nothing personal. Well, that's... But mainly...
The inspector...
Your That's indeed the interview, and by the...
You can't kill him.
Why not?
All this you got, and as long...
No.
I have to do the dirty work for you in the museum, so you won't be shooting me, or him.
Very well. You win.
What?
Oh, never speak to me like that again. Do you understand? I need you to steal the eye, but one day I could be overwhelmed by a feeling of hatred that will make me forget the eye. And there are worse things I could do than simply shoot. I suggest you go back to your cell. I still have a confession to...
The last act. The end of the Raven. Part of me wants to abandon the whole plan and go back to Europe. What if something goes wrong and Legrand catches on? I couldn't bear it if I can't afford...
Mr. Jamal.
Let's get this up.
Still angry.
Eudes.
You'll be rid of me in less than 2...
What happens?
My diversion. The press has laid siege to the French embassy, and he should arrive in a few minutes with the safe. And then he'll have to answer ridiculous...
That's why we're striking.
A regrettable but yet.
Have you already...
He's counting an envelope of unmarked bills as we speak.
Blueprints?
A sketch of the museum. Not the kind you can get just any. This one shows secret entrances.
That's what it would...
Get the blueprints. There's a basement below the treasure chamber. The entrance should be... Open it and give me a...
What's the next step?
You'll find out when it's time.
But... Will there be... If people are in danger...
I don't...
Is it...
Some revenge, for example.
All right.
Good, man. Oh, and by the way, the museum is closed.
Then...
You'll find...
I bet the craftsmen are nearby, if not in the museum. I hope the owner doesn't come back. Craftsmen aren't known... Locked. Interesting. A fire ladder. The ladder is too high. I guess they expect people to just fall the rest of the way. There's a tennis ball stuck. Ah, people do that to protect the hitch and their trouser legs from... Got it. Nope. That... I have to improvise if I... Oh, nothing. Do I need an... Or could it help me get... A rod like that could be... I could probably reach the door lock with... I don't want to crawl through stinking sewers just to get into the museum. Maybe I can fish something... Nothing. I can't even touch the bottom. It was worth a try. The door is closed, and I don't want to break... A true jack of... What's this? I'm afraid the painter discarded the overalls because he didn't want to walk around in sweat so... Ugh. But a handsome man always looks good. Da-da-da. That should do it. Cold. I'd be surprised if they needed to. Nothing out of the ordinary. Someone scratched a triangle into the... Guessing won't get me where I need to get the blueprints from Mr. X. According to Inch, they show the secret passage. There's a small room down there. Should be the museum's treasure. Today, the museum is officially closed for the Sphinx. Who's a good... Yeah. I like dogs. I had a border collie back home. Followed me everywhere. He was very old, but the most loyal friend... Yes, that mu... You want it? Yeah, you like that, don't ya? Good dog. Good dog. The tennis ball is slit open, and the inside is smeared with...
The museum is closed, or...
Of course I'm...
Your company is...
But it must be on the list. My boss told...
And mine told me that nobody buy it.
Well, who wants to be... Yes, who...
What? Come here. Stay away, you flea bag. Next time I'll wring your neck.
You made yourself an enemy.
Stupid! I'll get you the... the hell? Ah!
This is my
Weren't you just here?
I talked to my boss again. He said we must be on the list.
Your boss can come and see for himself. There is no Khamiz.
Uh-huh.
My coat, I can hardly make... Ah! Here, put...
Many thanks. The author's companion. She seems to be... Maybe she's waiting for the safe, too. I wouldn't have thought she'd be so interested. The eye hasn't taken its place in the treasure chamber yet. I'd better not show my face. The room is under video surveillance. I'm curious what points of entry Mr. X's blueprint... I better stay away from her. There's always a risk and I bet that the lady is a... Imhotep. All right, I've got the blue... And since I'm a craftsman, it won't seem suspicious. Here's the treasure chamber. There's another room beneath it. And here's the... somewhere. And there seems to be another...
What are you doing?
Huh? Oh!
What's going on? And what...
Everything is all right.
What happened?
Inch.
You mean it...
There was nothing... And he won't... I'm supposed...
A base...
I didn't know...
I don't...
Me neither. The blueprints. One of them is over there.
And the other? And how are you supposed to...
There's a small triangle here on the roof with 3 numbers next to it. 3, 6, and...
Some kind of code.
I'll have a look around.
I wish I had your
It's time for the grand finale.
Take care of yourself.
Me too. A plan always seems much easier when you're just talking about it.
Yes, but not...
Okay, I have to open... The secret entrance to the basement it's well disguised. I can't see it. I won't be able to open the... secret, and so is the trunk. Maybe this one. Very good. Aha! There we go. The digits are written from right to left. In this part of the world, they read from right to left. I'm in the museum. Well, sort of. The electrical cables don't seem like they were meant to be permanent. Maybe the bulb still works. There's enough light shining through the holes in the roof. Old technical equipment. Inch said something about an underground. Could have been a radio installation. That's tar paper. Maybe it's recovering all the... Maybe the bulb still works. A big heavy roll of rough tar paper. According to the blueprints, pitch black in here. Here we go. Nothing. The lamp was removed. You can still see the hole. The cable was cleanly... I don't need artificial... It doesn't make sense to... Should be able to remove the insulation. Okay, plus and minus are... I've removed the inside. Okay, I'll twist the wires from the lamp cord. The lamp hangs from the electrical cable. Let the... Damn! I think the contact is dirt. I was right. The lower contact is the current can't flow properly, and sooner or later the... Yes, I can use it. That should do. One more try. There we go. If it wasn't so dusty, I could easily imagine. What kind of stories? According to the blueprints, there's supposed to be a secret door here leading into the main... Careful now. What the... What are you doing here? What if Inch sees you? No.
I'm sorry. He...
You and your little girlfriend. You thought you could go behind my back.
Inch. No.
You deserve to... But then I wouldn't get...
Don't hurt her.
We'll get moving. Cover to the chair.
No.
Patricia.
Enough. You have one do. What? Tie her.
Please don't hurt her.
The handcuffs.
You can put the gun down.
I could choose to believe you, or I could keep... If you'd... Look at her.
What's the next step?
Everything you need. The eye will be delivered at any moment. You abseil from the roof,
And the display case...
the alarm will go off, but I'll ensure that the...
How will you...
Let me... You'll have...
And once I have...
Correct. There's the police...
And once... How am I supposed...
You'll find everything you need in the bag.
If we do...
I'm a poor loser.
How did you find...
By chance, I must admit. I didn't think that you'd build up my trust for months.
You have to be patient if you want to...
A virtue youth normally lacks.
I can... Please, let Patricia...
A fascinating young lady. Clever. Are you sure you're not just a poor...
Let her go.
As soon as you bring...
The plan might work.
The plan will work. Let's go. The clock...
It'll all work out.
I know. Take care of...
If you should open this door without the Eye of the Sphinx in your bag, I'll shoot first and then...
You're not planning on letting us go?
I need a scapegoat.
He doesn't understand because he doesn't...
You messed with the wrong man, and now...
I can't stop. I have a job. Climbing equipment, including a cloth. Huh? A pack of... Why did Inch put a pack of... That's all. Climbing equipment and a pack of chewing gum. I'm begin... Looks like I'll have to improvise. There's nothing else in the bag, and I don't need... This is the same climbing equipment that only the mask is missing. Does Inch want to make sure that this... A good rope, and more than long enough to abseil down. I can see the treasure. There are several people moving around down there. This window can be opened. Must be an entrance for the window washers and maintenance crew. There's a mechanism that opens the window. I see two contacts down there on the frame. If I open the window, the piece of metal will move, unless the guards have been notified beforehand, which is hardly an option. A crank. Something for opening windows. You're new? Only one piece left. Look. Unless this is the most expensive chewing gum commercial ever, Inch wanted me to find the diamond. I'm sure it's not a reward for all my hard... I can't cut any of the windows out of the frame, but this window... The roof of the museum is... Yes. I can override the contacts with the strip. I lost this... It would never have worked anyway. The gap was too small. Without a seal, there's a 1 or 2 centimeter gap below the window. That tarp. Bucket, rags, squeegee. Probably didn't feel like carrying their equipment up to the roof every time. I don't need the squeegee. This rag, on the other hand. Maybe the or whoa, dripping wet. I'm not. Okay, I'm in. And now, back. Got it. The wet rag is lying. Excellent. No alarm. Okay, I don't see anyone.
Such an attempt would fail here. The display case is bolted to the floor and weighs several hundred kilograms.
What's that? A camera?
The latest model. That's...
Wow.
As I've said, we've...
I think...
The camera covers... I have to deactivate it. Just have to hope that Inch knocked out the guard in the guard room. If not, he'll be on his way. Here goes... Now or never. Someone could come back any moment, and then I need to hurry. As a visitor, about half... All right. Of course, at the dock. Even if I can't break into it, at least I'm... I'll press the diamond. The chewing gum holds the... The chewing gum holds the tip of the diamond right... This cordon doesn't apply to burglars. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. No, no! He wants to lock me in. But why? He doesn't have the jewel yet. What is he... Oh, no! Oh, my head. Oh. The sarcophagus protected me from flying debris. Constable, he's totally focused on... Everything's destroyed. Bright nothing is...
He's up there, Robert.
Maybe. Go to the guard room and open the gates.
Tell the director...
Selma, don't do it. It's too...
I've got ever...
Sorry, Con. He's unconscious. He'll wake up with a head. There is no other way. This is the inch must have this. I would have done.
How did you do it? How did you plant the message on the safe in the train? How did you know that Gebhardt killed the Baroness and the demolition charge below the treasure chamber? How did you manage it all? Even if your arm isn't lame.
Oh, it is, believe me. I needed help, it's true. A messenger boy to replace my arms and legs.
A messenger boy?
Ah, Adil. This could be interesting. He's quite talented, but unreliable. He has a mind of his own plans. Don't you, Adil?
I never wanted blood to be shed, but it's time to make an exception.
He only forgot one thing. I keep things firmly in hand. Always. End of story. No! Stupid little policeman. He shouldn't have messed with the Raven.
You aren't the Raven. The Raven would never have shot a defenseless old man.
No, he wouldn't have. But now he has. At least that's what everyone will think.
Why does that matter? Who are you?
We worked for him, for the Raven. My brother and I. He's responsible for my brother being shot and for my crippled arm. He sacrificed us.
Who? Who is the Raven?
I don't know. I never met him, and in all these years, I've never found him.
You don't know who you worked for?
No one knows who the Raven is. Some say he's dead. The fact is, he never returned to the stage after that fatal night in Paris.
So you want to lure him out of hiding?
And if anything can, it's the burglary of the century executed by another thief while using his name.
He doesn't come.
But I still got my revenge. The gentleman thief, now a bomb-throwing murderer. Oh, I do hope he is still with us, watching helplessly as I ruin his life's work, as he ruined mine. Enough chatter. I'll be going.
But why?
Your little girlfriend escaped, and if I can't eliminate all the witnesses, I can at least destroy their credibility. did you just shoot poor Constable Zellner, lad? They'll hang you and your accomplice. Ha ha ha! You've met your match, Raven. You hear me? Wherever you are, I beat you.
Good evening, Mr. Inch. The eyes of the Sphinx, if you would be so kind.
You? That's impossible.
The jewels, now. Inch, don't move a muscle. You're under arrest.
That hurt.
A master thief who stole 2 cheap fakes and then fell to his death. A shot that no one could explain. But for the newspapers, it was the real jewels that were the heart of the story. The eyes of the Sphinx, reunited in the Egyptian Museum.
What kind of game is this?
The Raven's game.
At least you caught him. Again.
I saw the surprise and the anger in Inch's eyes. He knew he'd been played.
You don't mean...
At first they wanted us to believe that it was Gephardt. And now we're supposed to believe that it was Inch. He's still out there.
So then, who is the Raven?
Hello there, handsome devil.
Hey there, pretty lady.
Don't! My father will be here any moment.
Did you tell him about our engagement?
She did. I almost slipped out of character.
Oh, Daddy, we all know that would never happen. You were Anton Jakob Zellner through and through, even with the world crashing down around you.
Didn't go too badly, did it?
Well, Inch nearly blew us up, and I was almost charged with murder.
Ah, yes. Exciting, wasn't it? I haven't had fun like that since I retired.
Dr. Gebhardt nearly killed you.
Nobody could have suspected the doctor. At least we managed to clear things up quickly.
I would have preferred it if things went according to the old plan. We would have swapped the jewel aboard the ship, and Alex wouldn't have been kidnapped by Inch.
And I'd have preferred it if you hadn't given me a nasty bump on my noggin.
And what would your excuse have been for staying on board if I hadn't? Hey, I improvised.
Good point.
I was afraid Inch would realize you were wearing a bulletproof vest.
He was too confident. After he foiled your plan, he thought he had everything under control. He never really took a look at the emerald in the display case. He just assumed that they shipped the real jewel from Switzerland.
And after my little tussle with Inch, we had both jewels.
He blew half the museum to smithereens just to steal a fake.
He was always rude and insolent. I never should have worked with him. His double-dealing cost his brother's life.
And his own as well.
I'd still rather see him in jail than in a morgue.
He shouldn't have messed with the Raven.
To your retirement.
To the future.
interesting twist.
Finally.
Dear Nico,
The Raven is dead. Yet other criminals live, and they are more brutal and ruthless than he ever was. Who will stop them? It would be tragic if a good policeman failed to do so because he was hunting for a dead man and ruining himself in the process. Let the dead rest in peace. They are not coming back. R.
That was like 7 trophies there. Sheesh. Alright, that's it. Platinum trophy.